What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I got some cardboard, and I can use more storage for my minis. Like Mini Brand's Mini Minis fill the fridge. So let's make a room. To the craft table. This cardboard box has large open areas. Using a ruler, I cut a few rectangles, 2 that are 13 by 15 inches, 4 that are 13 by 4 inches, and 4 that are 15 by 4 inches. And I ran into a few obstacles on my design. The beginning of this video was shot like 2 weeks ago. The original plan was to build a storage space for our Fill the Fridge minis, but now I kinda wanna make a cafe that looks like a shipping container where we can store a few minis. So I'm peeling off the paper from one side of the cardboard. Sorry, this one's orange because it's from my failed project from earlier. I want to use this for the sides of the shipping container, hoping that the corrugated cardboard gives us that look. On the largest pieces of cardboard, I made sure the lines were going vertically. Let's do horizontal lines on the thinner rectangles. Removing one side makes the cardboard more flexible and less sturdy. So I cut more cardboard and I'm going to glue it on top. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm going to put the thinner rectangles on the sides. I got a few leftover scraps that I already peeled off one side, and I'm gonna glue these back to back. I made a second one and cut it in half, giving me a side wall, a back wall, and a half side wall. I glue them onto the sides, then stand it up. Take 2 pieces of cardboard that are 4 inches wide, and we're going to glue those together. Then let's glue it underneath for a floor. We could add another one to the top, but I'm going to leave mine open so we can get some light. Let's make another one, but this time let's measure up 6.5 inches from the bottom and 3 inches on the sides and 1 inch across the top. Cut it out, double the cardboard just like before, cut out the opening again. We're gonna save these 2 pieces because we might be able to use them later. Now let's take this and flip it over. I made more sides, so let's glue those on. Add another floor, so we have 2 open boxes that we can bring together for the start of our shipping container. Let's take paperboard or chipboard, cut it into strips. I cut a few at a 1/2 inch and a few at 1 inch. I fold the 1 inch pieces in half and glue them onto the corners. I add the 1/2 inch strips around the rest of the edges. I add strips around the cutout and on the inside edge where it will be visible. I plan on gluing a counter here, so I'm gonna leave this side as is. So let's take the other box and add a few strips. Once done, it's time to paint. I was going to go with gray, but now I'm thinking, let's go blue. Hopefully we glued it down really well so that nothing will bubble, curl, or warp. I need more paint. The paint is smoothing down any leftover pieces of cardboard that we weren't able to peel off. Allow it to dry and paint the other box. This side is trying to bow just a little. So let's go ahead and paint this side as well. I'm going with a very pale yellow. For the inside of the box, let's take a couple wooden dowels and scraps of paperboard. I cut the paperboard into smaller pieces, glue them onto the wooden dowels. I added 3 strips, 2 larger ones at the top and bottom, and a thinner one in the center. I paint them with a gray base coat, then paint them silver. And let's paint 2 more wooden dowels yellow. Let's glue them into the boxes to give this side of the wall a little more support and help keep it straight. I take the silver painted wooden dowels and glue them on the outside wall to give us those shipping container details. Take contact paper, scrapbook paper, or a printable and cover the floor to clean it up. Let's take those cutouts from earlier. I cut this one to 2 inches. Then I paint it blue. Then take the other piece of cardboard. Let's cut a rectangle that's 1 3/4 inches. Cover it with contact paper. Glue it in the opening. For a counter, I take the other piece and glue it on top. Paint another wooden dowel silver. I cut it in half. Then glue it under the awning and onto the counter. On both sides, cut and cover more cardboard. Glue it on top of the short side of both boxes, lining them up the best we can to complete the basic structure of our room that we can open up so we can decorate the inside however we want. I want to add my mini brand's fridge. We can place it right in the corner and maybe cover more strips of cardboard so we can glue them onto the walls for a little extra storage for the minis. We can make a quick little countertop out of cardboard. You can make one with storage and add it to the room for a quick counter. So there's an area for the dolls to prepare something to eat. We can add a few teeny tinies or a stool that I bought from New Wave Toys. It was $20 and this company makes a lot of miniature arcade stuff. But I like the stool and I wanted to check it out. So let's see. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. It says that it is 1/6 scale die cast metal. It has some nice weight to it and an upholstered seat that we can place at the counter so the dolls can enjoy a meal. Now let's see what's on the menu. I've got a few Zuru Mini Brands mini minis. Fill the fridge. These minis don't really give a coffee shop vibe, so maybe our little shop sells more than coffee. Like drinks and ice cream, a little to-go IHOP meal that could totally work, turmeric shots and bottled water. Yeah, this could work. And our first mini is Ice Pops, which comes with glue, but I like to use colored hot glue sticks. So I fill it with hot glue, then add the little handle or stick. Yeah, that. Once they're all filled, we just need to wait for them to cool. We also got sliced fruit, which I just put into a small bowl that I'm going to place in the fridge. In another bag, we find a drink. Yeah, that is totally going in the shop. And then we have another one, but this one is slightly smaller, so the dolls can order a large or a mini. In the next bag, we find mayo. Well, maybe someone's making sandwiches. And then we got juice. We're finding so many good minis. And we have oats in a jar. Yeah, I think it works too. And in the last bag, we got Panda Express. I think the dolls can totally sit at the counter and look like they just ordered it. Our little ice pops are ready to be removed. This does take a little bit of effort to remove them, but there we go. So I guess our little shop is selling homemade ice pops too. I went through my collection and added a few that I already had to the shelves, along with these totally tiny bowls and cups because they seem to match the fridge almost perfectly. We did really good with our first capsule, getting a lot of drinks. So let's open another one to see if we can find more minis for our shop. We got the pudding dessert that we made in our first video with hot glue. So we're just gonna add the plates to the shelf. Oh yeah, and we've been getting magnets that can go on the fridge. In the next bag, we've got wings from Pizza Hut and then Hershey syrup strawberry flavor. And next we find bottled water, which is perfect for our shop. And we got lamb chops. We could put this in the fridge. Maybe they're cooking later. And more Pizza Hut. This time there's a slice missing. And in the last bag, we got another mini to fill the shop, where we have extra storage for our minis. So it ended up not really being a coffee shop, but it is a little shop where the dolls can stop by and grab a bite to eat. Thank you for joining us while we made a little place to store our minis so we can fill the shop with our collection. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time.